What's up, you guys? So just real quick before we get into this video, I just want to let you know that I filmed a behind the scenes over me formulating this cucumber and aloe spray on moisturizer over on my Patreon. I sort of just talked about why I chose the ingredients I chose, what the reasoning is for me making this product, and actually how I went about writing the formulation. So if you're interested in seeing a behind the scenes look over this product or more exclusive content, then go check out my Patreon and I'll have it linked down in the description box. But let's just get into this formulation so you guys can figure out how I made this cucumber and aloe spray on moisturizer. Alright, so how I like to start out all of my recipe videos is beginning by showing you guys the formulation. So for this spray on lotion, the formulation consists of 3 parts. It's just like a lotion if you've ever made a lotion. You have your water phase, your oil phase, you heat them both up, and then you pour the water phase into the oil phase, blend it up with an immersion blender, and then once it cools down, add your cooled down ingredients. So this is the formulation written in percents, and if you don't know how to transfer a formulation written in percents to a weighed out recipe, I'll have a video linked down in my description box that shows you guys exactly how to transfer percents to a weighed out recipe. So in this video, I'm going to be making a 2-ounce spray bottle of this spray on lotion, and let's just get into it. So you want to make sure you have a digital scale that weighs to 0.01 grams. And begin by grabbing a heat-safe container to weigh your water phase in. And I began with weighing out 19.5 grams of aloe vera liquid, then 13 grams of rose water, 2.6 grams of vegetable glycerin, 0.32 grams of allantoin, and then I went ahead and mixed in the allantoin to try to dissolve it, and lastly topped it off with 20.15 grams of distilled water. I mixed everything up again one last time, and then I sat my beaker to the side and grabbed another heat-safe beaker to weigh my oil phase out in. I began with 1.3 grams of beet TMS 50 and then 2.6 grams of olive squalane. You can use any other carrier oil if you would like, if you don't have olive squalane. Then I set that beaker to the side and then reset my scale to 0 and placed my water phase beaker on my scale to see how much this one weighs. And you want to take note of how much it weighs. So this weighs 172.69 grams, and the reason we're weighing this is because we're going to heat up both of our phases, and some of this water is going to evaporate, and we need to add in whatever amount of water evaporates. So I hope that made sense. So you want to go ahead and grab both of your beakers and cover them up with like aluminum foil or something. And then you want to grab a pan and fill it up with about 1 inch of water. Place both of your beakers into the pan and then heat both of your phases up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit and hold it there for 20 minutes. So once everything's been heated, grab your scale again and place a little barrier on the scale. That way the heat from the beaker doesn't screw up your scale because it screws mine up. And then add in whatever amount of water evaporated. Typically about like a gram or less will evaporate, so it's not too much, but it definitely matters, especially in this formulation. So now that everything has been heated and we added in some water that evaporated, go ahead and pour the water phase into the oil phase. Don't do it the other way around, it won't work out. So make sure you're pouring the water into the oil and then immediately blend it with an immersion blender. So periodically you want to come back and mix it again as it cools down. And once it has completely returned to a cool temperature, 82 degrees is perfect. You just want to make sure it's cool enough to where it won't affect your cooled down ingredients. So I'm going to begin by adding in chamomile extract. So I added in 1.9 grams of the chamomile extract. Next up is cucumber extract, and I added in 1.9 grams of that. Then I'm adding in some hydrolyzed wheat protein. I added in 1.3 grams of that, and then went ahead and mixed everything in thoroughly. Now lastly, I am ending it with my broad spectrum preservative, and I'm using Liquid Dermal Plus here. And I added in 0.32 grams of the Liquid Dermal Plus and gave my formulation one last good mix. So now I grabbed this 2-ounce glass spray bottle to store my product in. I'll link down below to where I purchased these glass spray bottles, and I'll also link to all the equipment and ingredients I used in this video. So just pour your product into your bottle, put on your cap, and bam, you have a spray on lotion. But we're not going to stop here. I went ahead and created a little custom label for my spray-on lotion as well. If you want to know how I make my labels, I'll put a link down in my description box to a video that shows you guys how I make my labels and how I waterproof them. So here is the final product. I am obsessed with this stuff. It's so amazing. It's just so lightweight and it's perfect for really hot summer days. I love using it on days I go swimming because the chlorine really dries out my skin. So when I get out of the pool, I dry off, I spray this lotion all over my body, I just rub it in, and it's just a really light pick-me-up. And the cucumber, the aloe, the chamomile, the allantoin, it's all great soothing ingredients for your skin. So it's perfect to put on even after a hot day in the sun where you might have a sunburn or something. It's great. I love it. Try it out. And now that we reached the end of this video, it is time for my Patreon shoutouts, and I have a lot of patrons to shout out. First up is Essence of Nature over on Etsy, Nature's Farm Girl at naturesfarmgirl.com, Stardust Bath & Body at Stardust Bath & Body on Instagram, Kennedy's Essentials at kennedysessentials.net, LettsBlend at letsblend.bigcartel.com, Creative with Love at creativewithlove.me, Trina's Jewelry Box over on Etsy, Wallflower Wildflower at wallflowerwildflower.com, Heartfelt Beauty here on YouTube, so go watch her videos for some more formulating videos, HSB Organics at hsborganics.com, Skin Cafe over on Etsy, and I Am Beautia at iambeautia.com. I'll have all my lovely patrons linked down in my description box so you guys can go check them out. And also, I sell skincare products myself over on Etsy, so go check out those if you would like. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're going to be trying this product out. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
I'm stuck in the motions. I've been consumed by the wrath of time like I'm frozen. I'm shattered in this life. It's still the path that I've chosen. Because I've had a vision, now I'm on a mission to find myself.